Hey everyone, it's Laura from ouroilyhouse.com, and today I want to talk about a few different diffuser blends that you can use to help support your mood and how essential oils work to affect the brain and to change the mood. Different sets of essential oils here in front of me, and not each one is complete because a lot of the oils are interchangeable to each one of these. On the blog, I wrote about 5 different diffuser blends that you can use to affect your moods. There's one that's really good for happy and an uplifting mood. There's one for stress and anxious feelings, one for fear and worrisome, and one for calming and anger. There are a lot of different ways that you can use essential oils to affect and change the mood. Now, the way we're gonna mainly talk about today is for aromatic use, which is either through a diffuser or by simply inhaling it out of the bottle like that, or maybe even just adding a couple drops of an oil to the palm of your hand, rubbing them together, cuffing them over the nose. These are all different ways that you can use essential oils aromatically. Now, whenever I first started using essential oils, I kind of just saw them as a good scent and maybe something that would be really good for like replacing candles and different things like that in my home. And I wasn't really aware of the benefits or really the science behind how it worked for the brain. After doing some research and by getting my own results, I see now how these oils work. Not only do they smell really nice, but they can do amazing things for our bodies. So today, like I said, we're focusing on mood or emotion, stimulation, those types of things. And the reason why essential oils are so powerful for that, especially with the aromatic use, is because whenever you breathe something in, it goes through the nasal cavity and it hits the part of your brain that's known as the limbic system. The limbic system is also known as the emotional brain, and that's because it contributes to your emotions, stimulation, memories, stress levels, hormones, your breathing patterns, your blood pressure, those types of things is what the limbic system is connected to. I don't know if you've ever have associated a scent with a past memory or maybe an event in your life, and that's the reason why we can have memories off of just what the smell or scent is, because it is in that part of the brain that controls our memory. Another thing that you can really use essential oils for are things like focusing and concentrating, and I have a YouTube video on that, and I'll link that up in the cards and in the description below. And they work so effectively for focus and concentrating because, again, that's the part of the brain that it hits as soon as you inhale something. Okay, so to start off, actually, I'm gonna get my diffuser going right now because I forgot to turn it on at the beginning of this. The first blend that I'm gonna talk about is one that's going to help with uplifting the mood, helping you to stay happy, promoting positive feelings. And this is a blend of citrus oils. Now, the reason why I'm using a lot of citrus oils for this one is because citrus oils really help the cells to return to their normal state, and they can interrupt an unhealthy stress response. The oils that I'm going to use for this happy, uplifting, bright blend is a blend of lemon, lime, and wild orange. If you don't have these 3 exact citrus oils, you can use the ones that you have. They don't have to necessarily be the lime, lemon, wild orange. These are 3 that I have noticed that work really well for me, especially when I'm trying to brighten the mood in my home. But you can use other citrus oils as well, or maybe a blend of 2 of these. My rule of thumb is 4 to 6 drops of essential oil, so you could do 2 drops of each of these. Over on the blog, I did write out actual blends using different oils, and those are kind of for preference for me, the way that I like them and the one I like to add more of or less of. And so you can definitely play around with these and use what you like best for you and for your family. But for this blend, you are going to add just a couple drops of each citrus oil into here. And this would be a great one to diffuse on a day whenever maybe you're gonna be inside a lot, maybe it's gloomy outside, and you just wanna set the mood to be happy and bright. These essential oils are gonna be the ones that you're gonna wanna use. And they're also gonna give off a really nice, clean smell and help cleanse and purify the air at the same time. Okay, the next blend I have here is for stress and anxious feelings. And I just did a video all about stress and anxious feelings and how to use essential oils to help that with using them aromatically, internally, topically, but I just wanted to touch on them kind of quick today since I just did a video on that, which I'll link that video in the description below. But if you're looking for a diffuser blend, and like I said, using them aromatically is really gonna be helpful for those types of feelings. I have a blend of lavender, bergamot, and copaiba. And copaiba is kind of a newer oil to me, and I have found it to be really good at kind of calming my nervous system, and just one that I like to use almost daily just because of the way that daily life is. It's really hard to get through a whole day without feeling stressed, at least for me. I think it just has a lot to do with our busy paced world. I like to say that I'm gonna slow down, but there's just always something going on the next day. So it's just common to have a lot of stress and maybe some anxious feelings. And so if you struggle with that, this blend is really gonna help to promote calmness. It's gonna help relax you, and it's going to help calm the nervous system. The next blend is one for if you are feeling sad or lonely, or if there's been kind of a tragedy or something like that going on. You know, of course you could use the happy blend, but this one is more geared toward helping those types of emotions. And so this is a blend of ling-a-lang, frankincense, and Roman chamomile. Just by inhaling these essential oils, it's going to help with those types of emotions. And again, you can do about 2 drops of each in your diffuser. Ling-a-lang comes from the flowers of a tropical tree. Frankincense comes from the resin of a tree, and Roman chamomile comes from a flower. These tree and floral oils are going to be really good for that. So that's why I paired those together for this blend. The next blend is one that I already have used a couple oils from. So I'm going to pull out the lavender bergamot, and I am pairing that with a Siberian fir. Now there are a few different fir oils that you can use here if you have Douglas fir or white fir. I have all the fir oils because I'm obsessed with that tree smell. I was talking about this when I was talking about some Christmas diffuser blends, but Siberian fir is one that I've been using a ton of lately, and I just love the way that it smells and the benefits that it has of this oil. So when you pair together Siberian fir, bergamot, and lavender, it's gonna help with mood swings, anger, frustration. This might be a good one to bring along to work and diffuse in the office, or you're just trying to keep your mood more stable. This will be a great blend to diffuse. Now the last one that I want to talk about, and this is kind of the big one for me, this is a blend that's really gonna help with the emotion of being worried or nervous or having fear, any of those types of things. And this one also has lavender in it, and I also am pairing it with some rose essential oil and some vetiver essential oil. Vetiver is one that is very thick, and so I like to use a little dropper here on the end just to make it a little bit easier to get out because of that thick sappy oil. And then I only have rose in a roller bottle. So this does not have a dropper on it. So when I want to use this one, maybe to make it into another roller bottle, or if I'm planning on putting it in my diffuser, I just pop this top off like this, and then I will stick another dropper thing that I have in here to get the few drops out to put into my diffuser. Using these 2 floral blends with this vetiver are really gonna work well together to help promote calmness. I talk about this with my sister, and we both have kids, and decided that something about that overnight hour, in the morning, some things that were seeming like such a big deal overnight aren't a big deal anymore when it's morning and it's light out and you're seeing the kid or whatever you're worrying about. And so I spend a lot of nights, not a lot, I guess this doesn't happen that often, but I have spent several nights up overnight Googling things and thinking that there is a major problem with one of my kids and just worrying for nothing. And then there's no problem in the morning, and I'm kind of almost embarrassed that it was such a big deal overnight. So I think it's just part of being a mom. But this is a blend that I can go to and just kind of breathe it in, calm myself down, and get myself back to sleep if I am up worrying about who knows what. So if you want some more exact recipes, you can check out the blog post. And if you are looking for more essential oil education, I have a link for a free online class down in the description below. And if this is your first time by my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I get out new videos every single week on essential oil education, DIY recipes, and natural remedies for your home, health, and body. Thank you so much for stopping by our oily house.